driving and fucking mobbing down in
Pretty
LA.
much, yeah. Sure.
See, this is the shit I want from my camera. See how I don't look like I'm a fucking
Hey, you
Casper
look
the
good.
Ghost? Like that's what I need, instead of just whole,
Whatever the fuck.
white as my ass the whole
Yeah.
time, and it's like it's bad, man. What a weekend though. I think you were number
Oh yeah.
one vibe guy, right? Like we were locked
I
in.
was a pretty major vibe guy. Was out for a wedding. Shout out Grant Seal,
I'd baby Grant.
long time Glendora native. Out
Uh,
in Boise nowadays. So, oh, more specifically Nampa,
Nampa,
Nampa, Idaho,
Boise.
which is like
Okay,
right outside of Boise, pretty much.
okay.
Didn't get a chance to go see the Blue Field. That would have been pretty sweet if I made my way over there. But
Yeah.
got there Thursday. Straight to Thursday night was rehearsal dinner. Like whatever. You're
Hmm.
walking a line. Who's your person? Blah blah blah. Was late to that
Yeah.
because
Yep.
holy shit, I'm getting a Royal Caribbean ad over here. That's why I'm getting all pink. Um, was late to that because forgot I'm not in LA calling Uber. I'm in Boise. So it took like the place was only like 8 minutes away. Now it took about
Sure.
20 minutes for an Uber to get to me.
So kind of.
So I was about 15 to 20 late for the rehearsal. Walking through. I mean, it was very laid back though. It's like, hey, here's your person. You're gonna walk in a straight line. Go when you get to the second chandelier.
Perfect.
Give the guy a hug. Stand in line. Left over right. Arms out in front. Sure.
Boom.
Boom. Did that about 2 3 times. Then we went to dinner. Then went home. Woke up. Friday was the big day.
Okay.
It was like basically bachelor party for the day, pretty much. It's
Okay.
kind of just how we did it. Had activities planned. Went to get waffles in the morning, then straight to K1 Speed. And
Okay.
we
Yeah,
were
I see where
letting
this is
them
going.
eat. So we did 2 rounds, and I'm like, I'm locked in on the day. Like we had little scorecards.
Yeah.
The best man's wife made like scorecards of like you get points because we were doing K1 Speed, then we were gonna do pickleball, then we were gonna do paintball, and like we see who
Okay.
wins the bachelor party at the end of the night.
I like this.
And so I go in, get stuck with the shitters in the back. We're the first race, or we're the first people on the track that day.
Okay.
So we got fresh tires on fresh ground, and you are not skidding around. You're not bumping. You are letting it eat. So
Okay.
I got stuck in the back, so I kind of had to make my way through in qualifying second fastest,
Okay.
as it just did the qualifying by lap time.
Okay.
Would
Sure.
have got the fastest lap on my last lap, but I didn't know, like, when I was coming through, about to go through the finish line area, like, the cars that had already finished it looked like they were going super slow.
Hmm.
So I didn't know, like, I was worried that it wasn't gonna auto stop me because I was flying, and I'm like, "Am I gonna just slam into the back of somebody?" So I kind of slowed down through the finish, get second in the qualifying. I'm like, "Okay, need to reevaluate. Need to see some things." Saw this other guy ride after us, and he was putting down some hot laps. So I'm like, let me
Okay.
see what this son bitch is doing.
Laying down
I-
rubber.
yeah, then I got the angles, and mind you, I'm all black with a
Oh, okay.
hoodie.
Oh,
So
holy
hoodie's coming out the
business.
back of the helmet, black, all black with little yellow accents for the helmet. I'm so dialed in. I'm a fucking speeding bullet from hell. That's what I look like. So then we get to the race, and then they set you up like pole position. So
Okay.
everyone's doing the zigzagging on the first lap, and you get locked into your spot, and everyone's a little antsy. Basically, the course is you take off, you go underneath this bridge that's pretty narrow, so you kind of can't really pass into it, and you go around, and you go up a ramp to
Okay.
the top level. So it's
Okay.
2 stories, 2 level. You go up, and then there's kind of a you hit one of these, boom, boom,
Okay.
down. Then you go back down the ramp into a big long turn out, so you can get that sumbitch
All
going.
right.
And then you hit a quick turn, and it's kind of like hairpin, turn back to the finish line. So it's kind of like
Okay.
it's short. We're probably doing like 12 to 14 laps, kind of depending on how the race is going. So we start out. I get a pretty good jump. I'm like, let me follow the leader again. But within the first turnaround, you go under the bridge and you do this, like, you could do this fast little section where you can just hit gas and turn. You don't even have to hit brake. cars were rolling different. You're skidding now because that rubber,
Yeah,
it ain't as
not as
fresh
fresh.
anymore. So we took like 2 laps to try and figure it out. Problem is, shitter rats behind me couldn't get it figured out. So the dumbasses bomb it down the hill, try and take the turn. Guy spins out in the turn, so he's facing back at everybody else. Then a guy turns. I'm only hearing the second hand because I'm ahead of these guys.
Yeah.
Turns to try and get out of the way, and he's like blocked horizontally in the middle of the road. Boom, gets T-boned going about 30. His visor flies off of his helmet. So they have to black flag the race, and we're all sitting there. And as this happened, the guy who was in third, like, I thought my cart, because they like, once the crash happened,
They
I didn't know
throttle
what
that
happened.
shit
They
down.
slow it down. So I'm like, what's going on? And so I'm looking back, and as I'm looking back, I'm like going off to the right. He like kind of slows down on my inside line on the turn. So I'm like, when we hit it again, he's
He's
gonna
got
be in
inside
front of me.
position.
He did let me go because we like were sitting there talking. He was like, "No, I'm not gonna like pass you like that. So you just hit it and go, and then I'll follow you." So I go. We restart, get around 2 turns. Shitters crash again behind us on the first lap, and the guy gives us a warning. He's like, "If this happens again, you guys are done racing." We're like, "What the hell?" But the leader's car, he was already so far gone because he didn't have to like worry about going around somebody on the restart. So he's gone. So it took me 6 to 8 laps roughly. Ravens just oh no, he dropped it. What the hell? He scored. Mark Andrews scored.
Maybe
Took me
Lamar.
about 6 to 8 laps to get back to him, and I'm cooking. I'm fucking absolutely flying. Second to last lap, we're on the white flag. Or
Okay.
no, we're about. I knew it was second to last because we got the white flag after this. Here's my chance. He goes wide because he low key spins out with. We were lapping people at this point, so we're
Gotcha.
getting into lapped rider mode. So we passed one. He passed a guy quick, and I'm like, "Fuck, I got to get around this guy, or else I'm gonna lose." I get around him quick, and up on the top, no one can see anything, so anything goes up there. And I was about to take the inside. I'm gonna take the lead. Second to last lap, he just straight fucking pins me into the wall. Just total BS. And I'm like, ah, well, shit. And then I almost catch him on the last lap, but I tried to like rip the hairpin turn to try and like dive bomb him, and I skidded out, but I got second. But I had the 2 fastest laps on the day, so I'm like, all right, like
You can live with that,
whatever.
you
Like
know.
I was fucking king speed, baby.
Dude, you should have gone out like who was that recent NASCAR driver who fucking got spun out, got out of his car and started throwing haymakers? It was
It's
Kevin
basically what I wanted to do.
oh shit.
I
Kevin
can't remember.
something.
Logano? Was it him?
Nah,
Kevin Harvick?
nah, they had him on the Pat McAfee show.
I'm stooge.
Yeah, just some fucking NASCAR
Yeah,
stage
so I was
driver.
ripping it. So didn't win overall, but I had 3 of the fastest 5 laps.
That's a win in my
So I
book.
mean, come on now. Put me if you would have put me out in first, I would have left all these sons of bitches behind. It would have been so it would have been free.
Bro, if you
Then
didn't
we
have
go
to
to
navigate the fucking DMZ in the middle of the
that's what
track.
I'm saying. I'm like, what's going on here? And then what happened next? Then we go to pickleball. I go 3-1. Teammate at the end scanned me. I was 3-0. Oh, fully just couldn't hit shit. It was hella windy outside too. And then we get to paintball. And did I send you any of these pictures of paintball?
I don't think you did, no.
You want to see some crazy shit?
Oh, I want to. I just had to note that Lamar is kind of styling on the commissioner right now, and like it's
Is
not
he?
like I coached him to do it, but like at the same time,
You did not.
I mean, you kind of want to make a statement getting ready to go into playoffs.
So this is the aftermath of Grant's dad. Mind you, you know him.
Oh yeah,
He runs a vest. He doesn't wear sleeves. He doesn't wear a hoodie. Bare skin on
I,
paint. Mind you, we're in Idaho, so
I could see that guy running around with assless chaps only and just
so
fucking
so
shouting.
watch. So look at how he was looking. I don't. Yeah. So he got fucked basically.
bro, he's bro, he's running around looking like Captain Price.
Yeah. No, it was crazy.
Bro.
So we were absolutely chowing. Like I'm chowing shit.
Yeah, I'm ego and shit.
Like I'm standing. Like I'm guns up cross map. Like I will stand and chow.
Yeah,
And if
like
you hit
I'm
me, you
ready.
hit me, bro. Like I am ripping you off the heady right now. Like
Uh,
so we played a bunch of different games and stuff, and it was cool. There was like a King of the Hill one.
Okay.
where you like go to the middle and you press this button. You have to hold down the fort. And people were starting to get dirty with some strats and some routes. Like I hit a route. I went. Everyone was trying to run in to the base,
Hmm.
so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sprint. I'm gonna take a 50-50 here. Either I go left or right because like you can hold the left and right lanes on the map, and if someone tries to take the route I do, you're basically running up middle. You're just going around the fort.
I
But
hear
it,
that.
like
Okay.
if everyone goes middle and left and no one's really looking, you can just run around and flank the backside of their shit and just.
And just rock them.
So I'm like, I'm going for it. I run, nobody's there, flank, get two in the back, and I'm not calling surrender. Like technically, you put it in your back to say surrender, but if the person turns with their gun,
And shoot you. You're
they could
done.
shoot you, then you could just shoot them. So like there was one time I was running out, I had a flag because it was capture the flag, and Grant's in there and he shoots me with one shot. It hits me, doesn't explode, so you're not out.
Okay. Okay.
And I look down and I look up and he was like, we look at each other and we just and we just started unloading, dude, point blank range. We hit each other with like 4 paintballs, and we're like, "What the hell?" And then we have to both just like walk back to our sides. But the best one was we're playing these kids at the end. Like people show up to play. This
Yeah.
guy's got an automatic. He's like, "Oh yeah, I do like paintball stuff, whatever." And it's like all that is like all well and good. There were two of them on the other team, and the ref joined their team because there was like three other girls on the team. So it was two guys and three girls.
Okay.
I'm like, it's all well and good that you know strats. We don't care about getting hit.
We're willing to take the bullets here.
Like I'll take the bullet and go back to spawn and come back in and I'll get hit again and I'm not
I'm
here
just
for
challenging you. I'm
it's
in your
unlimited lives.
face.
I'm back. This is Nuketown 24/7. I'm respawning and I'm running back in. So we had these guys in a dirty spawn trap. Well, first we start and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna run in as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Guy on the other team, he knew the strat. I run in, I get fucking lit up. He's standing in a window outside, but he can see the middle, like where I'd be
Yeah.
going. So I'm running in, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get here first, and he's outside, and I just like cinematically get shot 3 times to the chest. I'm like, ah, he got me, he got me. But
Ugh.
then once we got back in, we had the base covered. We had a duo on the left. We had a guy. We had me and Grant's dad in the tower,
Okay.
and then we had a guy on the right. And it got so bad that the ref in the middle, who's like watching the game, was like, we were the blue team. He's like, blue team, please let the red team come off of spawn and get to cover before you shoot them. Because they would get back and we just watch them. They touch the barrel and I would just light them up. It was so hilarious.
And you're using the stock shit that they have for you. You're not
Yeah, just
using
like the
some
norm, like the
pitted and
single
fitted.
shot. The single shot. We're just literally ripping their shit.
Bro, you're literally spawning in with like no attachments against
Oh
like
yeah.
full
And we're
loadies,
just
and
and
you're
they
just
thought like these people
ripping
thought
them.
like, oh, we'll go against like these guys. It'll be fun. Like these guys don't really know, but like we will chow you. Like,
We're blitzing your shit,
look, I'm chowing. I don't give a fuck. I've
dude. And
been
then
shot 25 times today already. Like, what's like one more?
and they didn't see fucking Mr. Seal sleeveless, just
He's
like
got
he's
sleep.
a
Yeah, like, would
fucking
you
tank,
think?
bro.
Like, would you think this guy was on?
Probably like chug some pre-workout
Yeah,
before he walked in. Like he does not give any fucks.
doesn't care.
And
Yeah.
it
So then
honestly, it's just like with paintball,
it
the
was.
first shot hurts, and after that, it's like
After that, you're just getting shot. Like, it hurt a
that's
little more
it.
because it was pretty cold, so that was unfortunate. It was like muddy and wet. It's like your
Mm,
shoes are getting fucked, but it's like it's whatever. Like,
yeah.
you can live with that. But yeah, it was it was pretty hilarious. And then at the end, we did like because his wedding was the next day. Everyone lined up and he had to run from one side to the other, and we're just
Oh
lighting his
yeah.
ass up as he's running through. He got shot. I shot him in the ring finger, which was not ideal. Got a little swollen. And then his dad shot him in the head and hit him right on the top of the head, so he had to put makeup on wedding day to cover up the red welt on his head. So yeah,
Oh
we
shit.
had a good time.
The boys were out in full
Yeah,
effect.
and then basically did a little steakhouse, and then went to a bar, had some beers, German
Right?
bar, had a liter of some
Oh.
quaffable.
Ooh.
It was yeah, it was good. And
No
then
fucking
normal
lager.
normal wedding Saturday, and then got fucking scammed by Delta Sunday.
So, so when you were explaining your plans for Sunday, I didn't want to say it because I got some of the worst travel luck. I'm like, if I try to schedule going to something
Yeah,
after I'm flying, like I'm usually fucked.
yeah,
But I was like, you know what? Maybe some because if I'm getting the bad luck, someone has to be getting the good luck.
yeah. Normally it doesn't happen to me, and normally Delta's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I basically woke up in the morning, and my flight from I had a straight shot from Boise to LA. Get in at 1:30. Hey, it's delayed. We're leaving at 4:30. So I was like, okay, that's fucked. I'm gonna miss the game. So I was like, okay. They were like, hey, free change, whatever. I'm like, okay. Let me find the best one. I found I could get into LAX at 4:20, which I'm like, okay, that'll play. Had plans to go to Cosm, have some drinks, watch the Niner Packer game, whatever. Okay, those tickets are like $20, whatever.
We'll eat
We
those.
can live with that.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm like, all right, let me buy a parking pass. Yep, day of. That shit is not cheap. $180,
180
purple lot.
bucks. Like that. Oh, you
Yeah,
get purple.
yeah. So
Oh,
it was nice.
that's
I'm
good.
there.
Yeah.
I'm right in there, which was good, and I'm good. I'm glad we did because we were risking it really. Um, so then I'm like, okay, flight's on time. Get there, get in Salt Lake City, everything is good. Flight's on time. I'm like, okay, we're boarding. Like once you start boarding, you're like, okay, we're good.
Right, right,
Like
right,
we
right.
did it. We're fine. We're boarded on time. Boarding actually started 5 minutes earlier than it was supposed to. We're supposed to board at
Okay.
2:50. We're boarding at 2:45. I'm like, perfect. We get in. I'm seat 1B because I upgraded to first class.
Oh.
So I'm dialed in. I got a screen. They're like, sir, would you like a drink? I'll take a beer, please.
On the house, please.
So I'm so dialed in. I'm like, okay, this is incredible.
Yeah.
And then this lady, the lady that was checking everybody in, the first sign I got when we were getting checked in, she's like, "Oh, this scanner is just not really working for us today." I was
Oh,
like, "Okay,
no, no,
all
no.
right, whatever." We switched to a different scanner.
Yeah.
Sure. We get on the plane. That lady comes back. She's like, "Hey, is there a so and so on this plane?" I was like, "Okay, not good." Making the call. Hey, is Mark Rexford on this plane? Please hit your call light. Not on the flight. Fuck him. Is what I say.
He's done. He missed the
Get him
time.
out. Like I don't care. And so then people are speculating, and I'm in first class, so I get to hear it all because
Right,
like,
you're in
I'm
the
right
action.
there. I'm literally
Yeah.
seat 1B. I am looking at the pilot and everybody. And apparently this lady comes on and we leave the gate. So I'm like, all right, we're good. We are gonna leave. This is perfect.
Taxi him. Let's get this
And
thing.
we're sitting there, and then the guy comes on. And he's like, hey, the passenger count and weight limit was off. So I gave them the passenger list. I'm hoping that means that we don't have to go back in. He was trying to save us, this pilot. He was trying to come in
Hmm.
clutch. And I was like, thank you, sir. And sure enough, nope, he didn't do it. So we got to go back in. And apparently they counted 7 seats open, but there were only 6 seats open. So somebody
Got double
that
booked.
that didn't get scanned got scanned. I don't know what happened. So I guess in all of Delta's logic and wisdom, they decided the best plan of attack
Hmm.
was to, after we were already out, to bring us back in and rescan
Oh, no,
all
no,
the boarding passes.
no. No, come
So
on,
this
man.
pilot comes out and he was like, this is absolutely pathetic. He was just ripping this Delta lady. And I'm like, holy shit, this guy's going off. He was like, never in all my, I've been flying, he did the full, like, I've been flying for 35
45
years
years.
and I've never seen anything like this. We need to reevaluate our plan of attack here and investigate prior to
Oh,
me leaving the gate and having to come back because I got a schedule to keep. And I was like, oh shit.
oh, shit.
So then basically they landed on having to rescan everyone's boarding pass. So 35 rows deep.
Oh, boy.
And someone's boarding pass probably in their fucking bag up there
Bag.
and down here, and people are trying to find it. And I'm on the app and I'm on the paper and this, and my thing ripped. And
Yeah.
so they get through all that in about 15 minutes, which is honestly pretty good.
Pretty impressive.
We didn't have to leave the plane, which was good. And then they scanned. We're like, okay, everybody's good. And then we just left. I'm like, what? Like, what are we doing? Like, what do you mean? Everything's good? What about Mark Rexford?
Where's Mark now?
Like,
Like,
were we
what
waiting
happened
for
to him?
Mark? Was Mark like a figment of our imagination that was on the flight, but like also wasn't? Was his luggage on the flight and he wasn't? I don't know. It
Good
was
questions.
stupid. I landed in LAX at 4:55.
Oh, damn.
I got right off because I'm 1B. There was a couple Eagles people on the plane too. This white man was not happy, and I'm like, "We're gonna get there, dude. We're gonna get there."
we gonna get there, brother.
Ablin's waiting. Hop
Yep.
in the car. We get there. Game starts more like 5:25.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So we're basically taking the left to pull in to where the lot
DeSoto.
would be as, minute after the game starts. We get in, purple lot, found a spot, easy peasy. Go in. Well, we go in and it's the all-timer. Like, do you think my bag's going to be too big?
Oh no.
And I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. I
But we
don't
come this
have
far.
an answer. It'll probably be fine. And then we go and it wasn't. It wasn't fine. Well, in theory, this lady yelled at it. Like, we walked right through, and this lady was like, wait, wait, wait. We could have just kept going. This lady was not going to
Keep it
chase us.
moving.
We could have kept it moving and we would have been fine. But she
Mhm.
went back. So then she was like, okay, just go to the seat and it will be fine. Couldn't go to the seat because you need it because it's club level. So
Mhm.
needed to show the
Oh,
tickets
the
to get
tickets.
to the area. So she went to the car, got I'm like watching it on like the screen. So like I'm in the stadium watching it. We basically get dialed into the seat. Probably 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Okay.
So most of first quarter gone, but really nothing. It was like 7-3.
Nothing
Like
really
not
going on.
much was
Yeah.
happening. So I got the bulk of what I needed to see. It all worked out. Saquon.
Fucking
That's
Saquon,
about it.
man.
That's about
I
it.
mean,
Yeah.
when we said in the offseason, like if the Eagles got Saquon, that's just a difference maker. Like the best O line and like the best running back in the league. Like,
Yeah.
well, what more do you need? I
Yeah.
mean,
It's
that's one incredible
thank you, New
fucking
York.
weekend.
Yeah. No, it was like Saturday. I was sore. I
I would
haven't done that
imagine
many activities in a while. Honestly, doing the K1 speed, man, that gets you. You're pulling
extra moving and
G's and
shit,
like your
and
arm. You're like holding on to the thing. Like you're.
it's a good
You're
workout.
you're doing it
You're doing the thing. Well, if you're doing it right, if you're
if you're doing it
if
right.
you're
Sure.
if you're Jeff Gordon fucking running that shit, you know,
Yeah.
little Dale Earnhardt Jr. just running around, taking the tractor another round. No, that's good shit, man. So the weekend was pretty chill for me. Just kind of hung out with the family. Um, on Saturday, I went to that turkey bowl deal for my church, like I was telling you
Yeah.
about. Uncle Rico came out there. Uncle Rico's got a lot more juice in the cannon than I
Okay.
thought, but a little too much
Yeah.
to
People
where
weren't
that.
people weren't catching them.
Well, that well,
You needed
the
a
best
big
way to
dog.
put it, I would have paid good money to have some sure hands.
Yeah.
Um, there were a couple that I mean, the first deep ball that I threw because it was one of those smaller like youth footballs, not the super small, but like
Yeah.
kind of the.
But small enough to where you're letting it rip.
Yeah, so we're throwing like across the width of the field,
Sure.
and it's at West Covina, the Cortez Park, like the
Okay.
OG West Covina field,
Hmm.
fucking mud bullshit.
Yeah.
So I was like, I mean, I could bring my vapor carbon cleats. I'm like, but I just don't want them getting fucked up. So I was
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna wear my trainers. Bad decision.
Yeah. Should have had the
Just
Colts. Were
fucking
you
bad.
all-time QB or did you have to play defense too?
Yeah, I was all time QB.
Okay.
Um, so the first deep ball I throw, brother, I'm on my like my goal line basically, and I just let
Oh,
a deep
Justice
ball go.
Hill down the sideline.
I'm gonna crush it.
Touchdown. This thing's Jeej. This
Yeah, there
thing's
we go,
Jeej.
baby.
It's
There
gonna be
we go.
30 to
There we go.
16.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right.
Both LA teams are about to get fucking clapped, is what's happening.
Getting mushy stamped.
Yeah, trying to
Getting
chow the big
mushy
dogs.
chained.
Mush chain. Uh, so I'm letting this thing rip, and like that back concrete part, like over by the walkway and stuff.
Yeah.
This shit hits in the middle of that grass. So I'm
Sure.
looking at it, and I'm like, okay, it's dead. This like high school dude is just like when I say he's screaming for this ball, he's not looking for the wall, so he runs over the wall.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm like, what? So we go take care of the ankle and stuff, but I had one nice dot that got bobbled and caught for a touchdown. So I
Hmm.
was like, all right.
Yeah, we'll take it.
So I think I'm pretty warm for the Turkey Bowl.
Okay.
I'm feeling pretty
You're
dialed in
feeling
for
feeling
that.
good about it?
Yeah, the arm. I got more arm strength than I had in college, which is nice.
Okay.
And that I'll tell you what, that ball's coming out with a beautiful spiral. It's just when your footing's not great. So the rules were explained to me as I went through, if that makes sense. So I'm learning it
Yeah,
as
we're
I'm
learning on the
there.
go here.
So it started out, hey, you can't scramble out of the pocket. So
Okay.
to me, I'm like, okay, I gotta just move in the pocket. I can't run to the left, can't run to the right. Find out as the other quarterback does this, no, you can roll out of the pocket, but you can't run. I'm like, that's what being out of the pocket means. Okay,
Okay,
learn that.
sure. Can't scramble.
Right, that was the
No
better words
scrambling.
instead of you can't leave the pocket.
Yeah, no
That
scrambling.
um, so I'm like, all right. I'm like, what's our count? He's like, you have to throw the ball within 5 seconds. I'm like, okay. Is it a soft five? Is it a five and? What are we working with? No, it's five.
Mm-hmm.
So I watch the other quarterback. He's on five and he rips the ball out. I'm like, they counted six. Like, isn't that should be let's bring
Yeah.
this thing back? No, 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 no. It has to be six, and then it's like when they get to delay a game, it's got to be 40. It's got to be zero. I look, check clock, look
Yeah.
again.
You look down at and then
Yeah.
boom. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I technically got 6 seconds to throw this thing. Then I go to do it. I go to throw on five and someone, all they have to do is just tag you. Like we don't have flags for
Yeah.
quarterbacks, so all they have to do is tag me. So I'm ripping the ball over the top, and I get it out on five and. So they're debating whether I threw it late because it's five and. I'm like, no, like we just talked about this. Then just for my drive, they brought out the fucking video review on someone's phone.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just getting checked. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, brother.
Like
So I
this is what
got
we're doing.
no one's catching the ball. I'm getting scammed on the rules. I'm just
Sure.
then to make it worse, I get double edged blitz, so I try to get out of the pocket in the
Yep.
middle of. I should have seen the footing, bro. It was in. You probably remember this worst part of the field, the fucking 25-yard line over by the fucking stands. That big
Mm-hmm.
old dirt
Yeah.
sludge.
Nothing good.
I try to scramble and I just immediately trip over just right over my hips. I'm like, man.
Like I'm
Needless
not
to
having
say,
fun.
I threw a couple dots that should have been touchdowns. Only ended up with one touchdown, but
Yeah.
I'm confident with what we can do for the Turkey Bowl.
Sure.
I'll be spinning it for the Turkey Bowl. I'll tell you that much.
Okay. I hear that.
So, and you know what route you're gonna get. You're just gonna get a
Yeah,
little,
let's go forward. Let's go straight.
just
As far as you can. Let it rip.
kind of gas it. Let's see what you got. Kind of jog it. But it was fun nonetheless. It was just I was like getting checked. I'm like, okay, I don't. And then I look over at my team. I saw their team had like five of the high school athletes. I'm like, okay, he plays for South Hills, South Hills,
Yeah.
Charter South Hills. I'm like, all right,
Like,
well.
all right, well, here we go.
So, but hey, Uncle Rico still got something in the tank. All I know.
There you go.
So, and that's all we asked for. And then I also went and got a pedicure with my girlfriend.
Okay.
I don't know if you've gotten into that space yet, where you go
Not
get.
quite.
It's a fun experience. I went to this is the first place I've ever gone to where they give you a complimentary adult beverage, which is nice.
That's pretty nice. Yeah.
You kind of need it though because they got this one thing. They call it a cuticle remover.
Oh yeah, that ain't fun.
I think I've seen these things happen in Vietnamese movies. When
Yeah.
like the Americans getting tortured and they're just shoving shit under his toenails.
Yep.
This lady's not speaking any English. Name's Flower. Nice lady. I'm chit chatting, doing my thing, and the massage chair. I don't know. Sometimes that massage chair, bro, is just fucking giving you haymakers into your back,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just like rolling with it and
Rolling with the
just
punches.
fucking literally just bobbing and weaving. It's
Sure.
just so she's not saying much of what's going on, and all of a sudden, I just feel like she just in my big toe just pokes right underneath that shit and pulls up to the side and then back over to the side. It just felt like she stabbed me in the foot. I'm like,
Mm.
why are we? There was no
This is
need for
this
this.
is supposed to be enjoyable.
Yeah, there's no need for this, and we did it in like a NASCAR pit crew. So my feet are soaking in this tub for like
Yeah.
a matter of like 2 minutes. And hey, give me that foot, give me that foot, give me that foot, give me that foot. All right. Good experience overall. Needed it. My toes are notorious for getting ingrowns on the big toes after playing college football. I got my foot stepped on so
Yeah.
bad that the cuticle got stuck to the old pad. So that was nice afterwards with that piece in the middle.
Yeah. Not
Um,
not fun.
Not ideal. Then I went to my parents' house to watch the USC game, and
Sure.
should I just get on my soapbox right now, or should I could save it for when we get to the college football because I have so many things that are like so many things. I didn't think I'd have this many things to get on
USC.
my high horse about USC after a win. I got
Okay.
a lot of high horsing to do.
Okay. All right. Well, let's hear it.
All right, the first overall one and I'm beating a dead horse. In fact, I'm fucking throwing haymakers at this damn dead horse. I don't understand how we pay $8 million a year or more for an offensive minded coach, and our offense seemingly gets worse and worse and worse. We have one of the best running backs in the country.
Yep.
One of the best, one of the top 25 defenses in the country now. That's stats wise. We have one of the fastest guys on the field, and we have only gotten
Plenty of
him one
receivers.
touchdown.
Yep.
You're
Got
telling
Lake
me we
McCree.
you're telling me we can't just do one of the simplest plays in the book that's worked in the NFL, which is run a bunch formation, motion this guy underneath, have him run a flat route in between the traffic, and just get him a nice and easy touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, we're serious? Like, is it
Can't
too
do it.
predictable, or is it just it would work too well? I don't understand, and I feel like this is the first game that I've watched, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. There was no scheme to the plays. Like, all the plays that you run in a game are supposed to be like chess pieces, setting up like a big play action or setting up like none of it was a
None of
chess
it made
piece.
any sense.
No, it's just like, I mean, we haven't blocked anyone all day. Yeah, fuck it, we're gonna throw it. We're gonna
Yeah,
throw it out.
it's just hope and pray offense.
I just don't get it. I really don't. I
It's
mean,
not what I was watching in Vegas. I'll tell you that much.
no. And the tough part was I was having to have a discussion with my dad. Was like, do we have to have a conversation about how Lincoln Riley, the only times that I'd seen him before be successful is with Heisman quarterbacks
Yeah.
or Heisman hopeful quarterbacks? Like,
Yeah.
do we have? Because I agree with you. What we saw against LSU in Vegas was not the same team that's happening.
No, different team.
So
Different
I
team.
don't.
Even the Penn State
I don't
game
know.
wasn't terrible. Like they were
No,
like
they were playing
they
good
were
football.
playing good. Then it just the
I
wheels fell off. The full implosion. But yeah.
I
No,
just
I
I
agree
don't
with
know
you.
how it gets worse. And then I mean the whole man, what the hell are we stabbing the Trojan flag in the middle of the field? Like we're 5-6. Or are we six? No, we're six
We're
and
6 and
five.
5. 6 and
Excuse
5.
me. All
Yeah, like
right,
I would hope we'd beat those guys. Shut up.
parade. We
We
got
almost
Ethan
lost.
Garbers
We
giving me
almost
a run
lost
for my
Ethan
money.
Garbers again.
Dude, if we would have lost to Ethan Garbers, I might have lost my shit. I'll tell you that. I would have gone streaking down my fucking street at least. Probably graffitied
Well,
some
since
yard
we're
or
on the
something.
topic,
Yeah.
might as well pull up the rest of the slate.
Yeah, the spread. I fear the spread might
Holy
fuck
shit,
us.
Herbert's going yard. Incomplete. Okay, never mind. They're gonna
I'm
call
literally
PI.
on a Capital One commercial right now. Now it's a PlayStation 4 commercial. 2K25. I don't see yard. Yeah. That's what we got going on that TV. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. So it wasn't good. Spreads didn't do us any favors. BYU could be shit. Penn State's always been shit. So good for you there.
congratulations for being shit.
Yeah.
Scatterman might be the real deal.
Indiana just shot themselves in the foot. If their punt team could just, catch a ball and
Get
not
one
give
out
up a
there.
touchdown, then we might be okay.
Yeah.
I fear the armed forces.
Boy, I mean,
It
gentlemen.
was just how it was going to happen. You just don't have the bodies and the pieces required to pull off something like that.
But you would think with how they run their triple option, like I thought the possessions would be so limited that they couldn't get 49 put on them. Like
Not when it's just 3 and out.
that's the
Not
problem.
when you just put 11 guys in the box.
You
You know?
just tell them meat on meat and just fucking
Yeah,
slam
it's
into each
like
other.
it's like the Notre Dame 11 is just better than the Army 11, and
Yeah,
it's just like, what are you gonna do? You know?
because they're baptized. Yeah, no, I got that. I mean, look, I could put my head down on my pillow and say at least I supported my troops, all the way
Yeah,
through. But
you went
sometimes you
for
got
it
to
to
take
the
some
end.
losses. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if Arizona State's a wagon or not. I guess they are, but
I mean, according to BYU, they
in
are.
Scatabo we trust. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bro, that guy might be the truth.
Could be.
Like,
He might be the one.
I watched him take like at least 5 or 6 straight plays. And I'm talking like, okay, gets a first down, okay, runs one, gets 2 yards stuffed. Okay, now they line him back up. Throw a swing route to him, breaks 3 tackles. Now it's third
Sure.
and short. He runs it. Oh, he doesn't get a first down. They give him another dive. He gets a first down, and then they take him off the field. Like he just 6 plays, just all the scataboo. And it fucking
Yeah.
works.
But yeah, our first weekend with the spreads, our parlay wouldn't have hit.
Speaking of parlays, so Friday night, Jordan hit me up and he's like, "You want to help me make a parlay, like a crazy parlay?"
Okay.
I'm talking so crazy; it would have been like $10 to win like 3,500. Like,
Yeah.
we're talking a nice little. I think like I'll look it up right now. I think it was an 18 legger or maybe a 12 legger.
Just doesn't
Like,
stand a chance.
no, just like we thought the parlay we threw in Vegas was like kind of rogue. This thing,
This shit is just
oh my god, brother,
a different level.
bro. Okay, you want me to? All right.
Yeah, read this one out, and I'll
Yeah,
tell you
let
where
me.
I'm going to tell you where you went wrong. Not even using hindsight, just like I wouldn't have picked this on the day.
Is this the? Okay, this is the 12 leg.
Okay.
Okay. So we have Miami money line,
Okay.
Ole
Easy.
Miss money line,
Ooh. Yeah. I mean, I
SMU
would
spread.
have taken that. I would have taken
Yeah.
all three of those, so that's fair.
Arizona money line.
How did that go? I don't even know. Did
I
they
actually
win?
don't
Did
know.
Zona win?
I just
Was
had like it seemed like a fate run,
I
like
probably would have taken that though.
because they needed it to go to a bowl game, and I'm like, surely the
Yeah,
boys like
surely they
Fafita
locked it in.
has one in the
Let's
pocket,
find
right?
it. I'm gonna look right now.
Oh Jesus, they got boat raced.
Did they
49
actually?
48. Oh jeez.
Oh yeah.
I mean, McMillan gave me 150, and I can't ask for more from the big fella.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if I would have. It was Arizona money line,
Uh, yeah,
or
Arizona money line.
yeah, I don't know. Could have been. We're going wrong there.
It's plus 300.
Clearly.
You gotta throw a Hail Mary.
Yeah,
You
plus
know, you
three.
gotta throw something.
But when you're doing big, you're doing
Yeah.
like an 8-teamer or a 12-teamer, you just got to
I don't.
take the
Yeah.
evens because it'll add up.
So then we had Colorado money line. That should have been an easy, just kind of putt down
It
the
should have
line.
been, but I had a weird feeling about this one.
I felt like Colorado isn't as good as they were
Kansas was
showing.
that like Grim Reaper meme where they're just knocking down each door.
Yeah,
That's what they're on right now.
just to be bowl eligible, dude. 6-6
Yeah.
beating the top 25.
Yeah.
Oklahoma State money line because it was senior day. You're like,
Yeah, they did in
surely the
fact
boys
lose
can.
to Texas Tech, but it was a good game.
Yeah.
56-48.
This one was actually a good poll. I had West Virginia Mountaineers money or spread.
There you go. Over UCF.
Yep.
It's good stuff.
Texas spread.
Okay.
Nebraska spread that hit like crack. Had Army 14.5.
Yep.
Thought it
We're
was gonna
dead.
be closer.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
dead.
Well, we were already dead before.
Yeah, we've been dead for a while now.
Washington State spread. The spread was minus 11.5. I don't
Yeah,
think it's covered.
I don't think so either. Unfortunately.
Alabama money line.
Well, yeah, now we're super dead.
I lied. Okay. This was gonna be a $10 wager. Guess how much it would have paid out if it would have won?
Oh, like that one?
Yeah.
Fucking $80,000?
Okay, I'm low ending it. It was about over 12K. Like
12K, yeah.
you'd be feeling pretty good with
Oh
life.
yeah, $10 for 12K. That's what the plus 300s do for you. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
not a chance in the world.
No better chance of hell freezing over.
Yeah.
And then there was one more that he threw in that was just so rogue. He was like, I'm just gonna take everyone like either underdog or to cover their spread. So I'm talking he had UMass plus 42.5,
Okay.
UTEP plus 41.5.
Sure.
I talked him into throwing this one in Charleston Southern plus 33.5. Like surely they weren't gonna lose by 33.5
What was
to
the score of that
FSU.
game?
I don't know,
About to
but I
find out
need to
right
know.
now.
I need to know right now.
Let's see. What was the spread?
33.5.
Wait, did they cover? No.
I think Florida State covered.
Wait, 33.
Is it?
It was 41-7.
41-7, so they covered.
So they won by 34. They covered by half a point.
Yeah, they covered by half a point, so they
That's
lost
some
that one.
bullshit right there.
Kentucky plus 20.5. I don't think they lost by 20.5.
Kentucky plus 20. Let's see.
They lost by 17.
Lost by 17.
The Citadel plus 49.5.
Yeah.
I mean, we were going absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
And the Citadel covered.
As they should.
It was 51-14. dude.
Yeah, so you guys were going rogue basically.
Yeah, Wolford plus 42.5. I don't think they
I think
covered.
yeah, I
Nah,
think yeah.
they lost by 44. La Tech 23. I mean, just
You guys were on some
absolute demon
diabolical
shit.
yeah, some shit that's just like just
Oh, there was
never gonna
another
happen.
10-legger. I didn't even see this one.
Yeah, no, it can't get much better.
No, it really does. I mean, it's. I mean, we got Ohio State money line, Ole Miss money line, SMU money line, BYU
Yeah.
money line, Penn
Yeah.
State money line,
Yeah.
Texas money line, Colorado money line, Boise State money line, Notre Dame money line, and Alabama money line.
Yeah, so yeah, we're fucked. We're down the
We're
I mean,
just
at least those money line picks, it's like, okay,
yeah.
sure, they should all win, but they never do.
No, I
So the
mean, if
list the list was fucked.
the list was fucked, if you were gonna tell me that Alabama was gonna lose by fucking
And score 3 points and that's it.
yeah, like 20 in Norman, like okay, like
Well,
you got me.
speaking of the list is fucked.
Let's just bring this damn thing in here.
It's fucked.
The list is fucked. I mean, other than the top three, the list is fucked. I mean, if
I
do
don't
I
even know.
truly believe that Indiana's number 4 in the country? I don't. I actually think they're pretty shit, and I think this is the first team that they played that just fucking waffle stomp their shit, just mushroom stamp. Just
The
oh,
problem is everyone shit? Because if
besides like the
everyone's
top
shit, then
two.
no one's shit. Because Oregon, are they that good?
Good point.
Is Texas that good? Who have they beaten?
I actually don't know.
No
Who is
one.
anyone beaten?
That's what I'm saying. I was watching a thing. If you compare Indiana, Notre Dame, SMU, and Miami,
Yeah,
technically, Indiana's got the best resume.
really?
Then Miami, then SMU, then Notre Dame on strength of schedule. Notre Dame out of
Okay.
those four has the worst strength of schedule and the worst loss.
Yeah, and IU was tough.
So
That's a
yeah,
shit
I think
loss,
they're kind
man.
of just getting a free pass just because it's Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, sure, they've been kind of slamming people, but they've been slamming shitters. That's what Indiana had been doing until they played a good team, and then you lose. Like, it's not like, at least for Indiana's sake, it's like, okay, we lost to the most expensive college football roster at their
Ever
place. Like,
created.
dang, my bad. Like, we weren't even supposed to be here, really.
Yeah, that's fair.
And like, I feel like Boise State is shit. I feel like Penn State is shit. Well, I don't feel. I know.
You know Penn State
I
shit.
know.
Yeah.
I still have a like kind of like a fun thing in my heart. Like I feel like SMU kind of might be final, but it's like SMU. So it's like
Like, do I
it's
have
like do
enough
I
trust in the boys to
yeah,
like
but like I
bring the
watch
horses?
them and I'm like they low key got some dogs over there.
I don't think I've watched one game of theirs yet.
Like they got some dudes. And like Georgia, in theory, I get what everyone's saying is like, oh, but they're good, the SEC, and I'm like, but they don't like play like that.
Yeah.
And everyone like keeps giving the SEC the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, why?
What have they done this year to prove it?
What have they done? You
Yeah.
know, like LSU lost to USC on a neutral field. Penn State beat, USC at USC.
Yep.
Like, I don't know who's good, who's not. No one knows shit. Put them all in a 12-teamer, and someone will complain because they didn't get in. Well, if you can't get into a 12-team playoff, man,
They're
you're
just
shit.
shit.
You're shit.
Yeah, like be better, dude. Come on now. No, I agree. I think I don't know who's good in this thing anymore, man. Like I picked against Penn State because I told you my logic. It was like USC shit loses to Minnesota. USC almost beats Penn State. So therefore, USC should have beat Penn State. So Penn State would be worse than SC. So Minnesota should win that game, and they damn near did.
Almost, yeah.
Off of a 1 point, just fucking
It was pretty close.
miraculous deal. But they didn't cover for sure. I think they were 11.5 favorite or something.
Yeah, something like that.
So like, I mean, I knew if they were gonna win, they're not winning by 11. But I agree with you. I don't see very many teams here that are like final. I think, I really think the championship weekend is going to kind of help us solidify this top four. Be like, okay, who is actually going to show up?
Yeah.
But I mean, we're trying to figure that out, and we're in week fucking 13. So
Yeah, it's like I
fortunate.
feel like I haven't watched a Texas game in a while,
Yeah, since the Georgia game.
Yeah, it's like they haven't really been playing any. I mean, they're gonna play A&M, but now A&M just lost, so
Yeah,
kind of
doesn't
lost a
really
little
matter.
bit of luster.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
point.
Miami will win next week, and they'll be in the ACC championship, and it'll be them versus SMU. And I'm telling you, SMU is gonna win that shit, and SMU is gonna be like the fucking 3 seed.
That's crazy.
There's a
That's like
world where
back in
SMU
the
is
old
the
days.
2 seed.
Dude, SMU as the 2 seed? I like
There's a world because okay, Big Ten champion's gonna be the 1 seed because it's either
right,
gonna be Oregon or Ohio State,
right.
and they're gonna have one loss, or no, or Oregon's undefeated, and it's
Right.
like they're gonna be number one. Then the SEC, if it's not Texas, then the SEC champion, like I'd say a one-loss SMU that beats Miami is probably going to be in over a two-loss SEC champion is going to be a higher seed.
Right, right, right.
I think, but that's just
I
in
like that
my
logic.
thought. But in all the other rankings, SMU's been way back in the ranking system. So that's the only thing where I'm like, I don't know how they do it, but I
Yeah.
think they should be. But what the fuck do I know, man? I don't know
I don't
shit.
disagree. I think the hard way that the bias is going to come through for the SEC is looking at the record for the SEC standings. It's just going to inflate it because it's like, oh, but like Texas is 10-1 and Georgia's 9-2 and Tennessee's 9-2 and Texas A&M's 8-3 and 8-3, 8-3, 7-4, 8-3, 8-3. Like,
Yeah, it just depends if these 9-3 teams just fucking finesse their way in. And
and
they might.
I think a lot of them will. Like,
And like if Bama got in, would they do well? Probably. But
I don't
do
know.
you do well? Like they'd probably, if they go to Penn State though, they probably beat those guys. Penn State shit.
Yeah, they probably beat Penn State.
Penn State will lose a big game. Penn State
Penn
will
State
lose.
will
Like
lose.
like, and if Bama goes to Notre Dame, like they'll probably beat Notre
They'll
Dame,
beat Notre Dame. Yeah,
just like cuz.
I wouldn't mind it.
But Bama going to Indiana, that'd be pretty crazy.
Signetti have hosting a playoff game.
Yeah. So because the list is so fucked, obviously our honorable mentions, Arizona State, if they went out, there's a chance they could win out and get left out, which is crazy.
That's insane. It's tough
Because
to
you
end
only
the
take the
offers.
top 5 conference
Conference
champions
champions.
and say it's Big Ten, SEC, ACC.
ACC.
Say you get a Tulane and a Boise State. Like say Tulane is like final at the end of the year because they're ranked like 19, 18.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get your Boise State. There's your 5. Imagine your Arizona State. You're like ranked 13 and you're a champ and you're out.
I feel like
You'd be
they would have to
checked.
get the at large bid at that point.
It just depends because like it
Crazy.
just depends how everything bumps out. You know how
That'd be
confusing that
insane.
shit is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But thank you, James Ross. Thank you, Goodyear Wranglers. You guys will be in there soon, I think.
I think so. Just keeping up the work. I think the body of work that James Draws has shown throughout the year has just kind of put him up there. Hey, he might be ready for that top 10, that big
Yeah.
dog spot.
Yeah.
Maybe if the list wasn't as fucked, he wouldn't have had a chance. But you know what? He's taking advantage of the opportunity he's given. He's not the
Yep.
one dealing the cards. He's just playing with the ones he's
Absolutely.
got, and we love it.
Sure.
It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful.
Yeah, we'll go to our NFL picks.
Yeah, let's see how fucked I got. Oh yeah.
We're looking good for Ravens.
Yeah. So
So
we'll
did you
probably
put
update
Okay, so
this.
you didn't put him in with that?
No,
Okay.
no.
So yeah, we should be 4. Obviously
Yeah.
Packers. Once I saw Purdy's out, I mean
Yeah, it's wraps. Did you see
pretty free.
his Paw Patrol commercial today?
No, I did not.
Let's just say I'll be picking against the Niners the rest of the year. I would have done it anyways, but
Okay.
yeah, we're hurt and we're doing Paw Patrol commercials.
Yeah, not a
Okay.
good look.
Yeah, okay. That's a
Yeah,
baby back bitch move, and I won't be a part of it.
in theory, looking back, Colts,
Well,
I believed a little too hard.
I think
Lions are final.
the thing that I also was looking
They
at,
tried though. They gave it a go. Like they played tough-ish.
they're just shit. That's the
Yeah.
problem,
Yeah.
and it's not. Well, I shouldn't say they're just shit. I mean, they are shit. But the Lions, I think, are the best team in the league. Like they
Yeah.
are just an
Yeah.
absolute
They're a
wagon.
wagon.
But the thing with the Colts that I was looking at was Pat McAfee is a very, very large part of that team, whether they like it or not. And when old Pat is picking against them and is like this team, when I heard this team doesn't show up to treatment and they don't show up to meetings and they don't
Yeah, not
do
good.
off-season work, I'm like, okay, I'm picking against these guys. and then you're expecting your rookie quarterback basically to all of a sudden. I mean, I sound like I'm a broken record if you look at these other episodes, but like you're expecting this guy to be accurate out of nowhere. He had accuracy problems in college.
Yep.
Like he's just not accurate. Like
Needed
he'll
another year in college, and then that other
yeah
year in college is in a like he didn't get it his
yeah
first year in the league because he was out the whole year. So
yeah.
and you're kind of just shit out of luck, and you get benched, you got to tap out, and it's just
That
yeah.
was man. That's not a good
Yeah,
look.
so I definitely threw one up there, but it didn't come through. But everything else was pretty chalk. I mean, the Seahawks, man, I'm telling you, I just go back to my old reliable,
You know, and
old reliable, and I
it's
don't know why it
insane.
works, but it does.
I don't understand how the standings for this NFC West is actually going to take its course because this is where, as a Rams fan, I don't know if we're completely done with the playoffs as possible. I don't know if we're going to get a wild card, and that's pretty much our only hope unless we win the division. Like if
I
you
mean, the
look at how
division's
this
still
thing
up for
stacks up,
grabs.
that's the weird part because
It's
the Rams have a
definitely up
win
for
over
grabs.
Seattle and they have a win over San Francisco.
Yeah.
So like, could I see us backdoor our way in? Yeah. Like, I mean,
Wouldn't even
look, man.
consider it like a back door. It's a one game spin. Like someone's gonna win that thing at 9-8.
Yep. And
So
someone's getting a
someone could
playoff
win
spot.
that thing at 8-9, depending on how this thing turns out. It could be one of those
Yeah.
shitter years.
Seriously, honestly, like they were talking about how like the Bears are so shit in their division, but like if you threw them in this division, they're actually not as bad as you'd think.
Yeah, yeah,
They'd kind of be in it. Uh, I'll just get down to the Rams Eagles. I mean,
yeah.
I knew what was coming into SoFi. Okay, like I knew Saquon probably gonna have a night. Now, was I also thinking that the Rams could, control the ball a little bit? Maybe we don't get Stafford fucking killed and like stop. Can we stop this scat protection?
Yeah.
Please, for the love of God. It doesn't work. And I was telling Zach before we hopped on, I don't know what was going on with my TV. And I wasn't drunk. So it wasn't a
Okay.
situation where you're watching game, drinking a couple drinks,
Yeah, you're not
time
locked
passes
in.
by.
Yeah,
Exactly. But I'd see a situation where it's like, okay, Rams are third down in the red zone. Okay, throwing in completion. Okay, we're gonna take a timeout and we're gonna come back and we're gonna get this fourth down. I'm like, all right,
yeah.
probably see a BK commercial, maybe some sort of Travelocity or some shit, like an ESPN bet commercial with that, profit boost.
There
Shout
you
out
go.
ESPN. And then I'd come back and they're like, okay, Eagles got the ball in 25. What happened?
Yeah.
Did Playboy Cardi hit one? Did we fumble? Did we? Nobody can answer my question. Okay,
No
we're
one
just
knows.
gonna keep it moving. So then I went to sushi with my girlfriend and one of her friends at Miyako. Just so fuck. I mean, if you're in the Glendora area, folks, go to Miyako. Okay, I think it's the best sushi ever. I mean, I don't
Okay.
know. Like, I don't know.
Sure.
Other than being on the boat and catching that
Yeah,
tuna
right
yourself
out
and
the
just
water.
filleting it. Yeah,
Sure.
I mean, it's like the cleanest sushi
Pretty
I've ever
good.
had. I love it. So I'm watching on the TV, and you can't hear the sound, and the same situation's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt Stafford throws an incompletion in like the end of the third quarter. I'm like, all right, we're gonna kick a field goal and we're gonna go down. They come back from the TV commercial. The Eagles got the ball again. I'm like,
Sure they do.
I don't know what's happening.
Just gotta give them the ball.
I was
Well,
like,
the
are
first
we just
one,
giving the big dogs the
I know it was
ball?
like a weird review with the the Kyron fumble, like the first fumble.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that one just like it wasn't a fumble. Like it clearly was a fumble, and then they called him down, and then they did the quick review. So then it was like kind of like, oh,
yeah.
okay, here you go, Eagles ball. I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah, there was a lot of interesting just things going on. It was like it was just very not officiating. Like I feel like the Rams.
Lane Clark was there to fuck someone over.
Yeah, he always is though.
Yeah,
That you can count on that.
we
I
do.
feel like the Rams just weren't prepared.
No,
Almost. Like,
we
it
did
just
not
didn't
have the
seem
scouting
like they
report.
were it's like, what did you expect?
Yet what I
Really?
didn't understand was I liked that our front four was getting good pressure, but it was like we didn't read the scouting report. We're like, hey, he's a scrambler, Jalen. So like we need to stay out in our
Yeah,
rushing
in
lane and
in
like
our lanes.
force him to come to you, like force him to run at V8, like make him make a
Yeah.
move.
And then
Um,
it was like, "Hey, you know, who's the number 1 receiver against man coverage? AJ
AJ
Brown.
Brown.
Let's play man."
and not give safety help over the top to AJ.
Okay, sure, he'll do a stop route, he'll do a slant, he'll do whatever the hell he wants against whatever corners out there.
Yeah. Poor Quentin Lake, he had no shot.
But yeah, it was basically just Saquon GG, and I just think people are like, this is probably the best wide receiver duo that the Eagles will go up against really for the rest of the season, I would say. And obviously Puka got his.
Mhm.
They both got theirs, but it was like it was almost
Wasn't as impactful.
it
It
was
was like
yeah, it
kind
was
of
like a
quiet
necessary
numbers.
evil. It was like, okay, 5 yard out, up for 7 yards. Like when it mattered, it was like the
Clamp.
4th and 3, and Cooper DeJean's on
Cup.
Cooper Kupp.
That was
And it's like
really impressive.
I think people are these two rookie corners, man. I'm telling you, these dudes are some dog. They don't give a fuck who you are. It could be Jettas, it could be Jamar Chase, it could be Kupp and Nakua. Like the Rams offense is good enough where they're gonna get like their numbers. They're gonna get some targets regardless because there really isn't much else besides those two guys.
Pretty much.
But it
Pretty
wasn't
much.
as impactful as they'd want it to be. And Brandon Graham, RIP, obviously, because he's out for the year. He
Yeah,
basically disrupted that game
they did.
in the second half.
Single-handedly.
He said, "Yeah, this game will be over now." So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, 7 straight for the Birds. Who would have thought? You would have thought we were the shittiest team of all time about
You guys are fired.
7 weeks
Talk about
ago.
firing your head coach.
Fire the dumbass. He's the worst. Since then, I think the most yards, best yardage differential.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know what else you want. I guess like the people will still say like we'll lose to the Ravens next week or something. They'll say he's the shittiest coach that's ever lived.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, I think he has the 5th best head coach win percentage through the first however many years. He's 5th best in NFL history.
But he's shit. You know?
He's shit.
That's
He's
the
shit. You gotta
thing.
fire him.
Get him fuck
It's
out
like
of here.
sure, the players are good, but it's like okay,
Yeah.
what do you want? Like
You have to have good players to have a good team.
yeah, like
That's
he's winning with good players. Like sue him, I guess. Like
yeah.
what are we even talking about here? So
I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean,
Like, I don't want to
it's
put this on you as a Eagles fan, but I don't know why I feel like the Panthers are gonna beat you.
if
It's just
there
a
is a team,
trolley ass game.
it could happen. Panthers are looking better this year.
They
I
took the
do
Chiefs.
think that the D line could
Good.
absolutely abuse
Yeah.
what's his
No,
face. So I could see that.
Yeah, Bryce. Oof.
Ravens will be a tough game because we always do bad against running quarterbacks. We are notoriously absolutely shit.
Just the exact opposite of Stafford.
Yeah. Well, you saw Stafford get loose on the first drive. I
He
was
did
like,
get loose.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we'll let you do it.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean,
Lamar could
you'll
be
live with having
interesting.
him run. Like if he's running the rock, that's
Yeah,
not
we'll
that's
live
not
with
what
that.
we want.
So hopefully,
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. Next week Saquon versus Derrick Henry. That'll be an
That'll be an
interesting.
awesome
It'll be a
matchup.
battle and a half right there.
Yeah.
Looks like this game's ramping up over here. Chargers are trying to backdoor cover.
Yeah.
Incomplete. While we do it, since we should be safe,
Yeah.
we'll go to the top 10.
Perfect.
Yeah, not much movement. I put the Eagles at
You
2
slid
just
a bit.
just
Interesting.
cause I was like, I feel like at their peak, Lions and Eagles are better than anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 weeks, Chiefs have kind of been, a little shaky. Bills obviously had a bye, so
Can't drop them off a
I
bye.
think it's a pretty solid top 4 though.
I think so.
Like if that ended up being the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship, you'd be like, okay,
Oh, I'd be happy.
yeah, like that makes sense. That adds up.
Yep.
A Ravens are a sneaky in. Packers maybe in the NFC. They're getting decent. I don't think the Vikings are really that real, but you never know with Sammy D.
Yeah.
Chargers are making it close, so this kind of worked out. Like if the Chargers were, I guess they could technically get an onside kick and tie and go to overtime, which would be pretty crazy. But
Yeah, I mean, it's crazier.
I'd say if the Chargers won, it would be like kind of Ravens would drop a little. The 6 through 9 would just switch around. because no one's going ahead of the Steelers because the Chargers lost to the Steelers and the Ravens lost to the Steelers. So
Yeah, they're kind
that
of
would
set
that
stone.
would kind of be set at 5, even they had a pretty bad loss. But
Yeah, in a snow globe.
yeah, Packers look good, but Brandon Allen, whoever the Niners quarterback was,
What year is
then
he
it
in?
then it was like, I don't know, Seahawks, I guess, Broncos, I guess. I just can't do it with the Broncos yet. I don't know. There's just something about it that I
Okay.
just
I mean, they played the Raiders, so I don't blame you. Like, if you look at
yeah,
their
if you look at
schedule, who
all
they
their
beat,
wins and then
like,
you look at all their losses, like it's a very clear we beat the shitters, we lose to good teams.
yeah, I mean, like, okay, you beat the Buccaneers when they were hot. All right. You beat the Jets. Everyone is.
Yeah,
You
everyone's
beat
beating
the
those guys.
Raiders. You beat the Saints. You beat
Yep.
the Panthers.
Yep.
Falcons, I'll give you. 'Cause you
Yeah,
dismantled the
that's not
Falcons.
bad.
Then you beat the Raiders again. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I think it's a pretty solid. I'd say even though the Chargers lost today, I kind of like the top 9
Yeah,
in
I
the
like the
league. I
top
feel
nine. They're
like
pretty
that's
solid.
pretty those are your better teams, and then this 10 spot is kind of just no one really wants to be at the Commanders, the Texans, the Broncos, the
Yeah,
Shitters,
they're
the
kind of playing hot potato with the 10 spot,
the
honestly.
Shitter Rats.
Yep, James Draws might slip in there at some point.
Yeah. So we were pretty much dialed in besides I think you had the Eagles at 3 or at
Yeah,
4 maybe, and
yeah, I
I
think I
had
had the
them at
Eagles at 4
2
and Chiefs
or
at 3.
whatever, and
Yeah,
then you had the Broncos at 10, and I had the Broncos like a little lower in my honorable mentions. So we went with the Seahawks just because you had them right there.
yeah,
Everything
perfect.
else was about the same. It's the
It
list
looks
is
like
not as fucked.
this one's more intact,
Yeah.
It's like that piece of paper that you crumpled up in school and you realize you need it, so you kind of pulled it back out, and you're like
Yeah.
full, kind of rubbing it to get to the binder, trying to get it straight up.
All right. Chargers officially lose. Ravens get the onside kick.
There we go. Let's
John
see.
beats Jim. There you
So
go.
I actually had a really interesting move that I did for fantasy football this week that I need to
Okay.
go over. That is exactly what you're not supposed to do.
Sure.
So I need to preface it by saying I'm a professional dumbass. I don't recommend that you try anything that I've done at home. Like
Okay.
leave it to the professional idiot. They say, don't start 2 running backs from the same team. Well, I say fuck them.
Okay.
'Cause I started Bucky Irving and Rashad White,
Yeah.
and Bucky gave me 28.8, and Rashad White held it down with 12.5 in my
You'll
flex.
take it.
So, and the only other option I had at running back was Williams from Denver, and he gave me 2.7 on the bench.
Yeah.
So,
So I'd say you won that
I
little
did.
arrangement.
Dude, and Zach Ertz is just quietly covering. Like, he'll have a bad game, and then the last 2 minutes gets a nice
Get a cup.
touchdown and a
Oh
nice
yeah.
catch, and you're
Couple
like,
garbage times.
brother, he ends up I was looking at my phone earlier in the day, and I'm like, oh, he's got like 8 points. Like, shit, maybe I do have to think about like a tight end situation. Then I look a minute later, and he's got 18.8 somehow, and you're like, I'll take it. I'm not mad about it.
Sure.
Um, I think it's an interesting game with the commissioner because there was a lot of noise in the offseason about me getting kind of fleeced on my trade. Was it the greatest trade? No, but I did
Nope.
get the
Wasn't your
championship
best.
piece as far as Mike Evans. So that's all I needed.
Sure.
And old Mike's back. But now, Caleb's cost is sitting at 7-5 going into
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna drop to 7-5, so it's gonna be a mad dash to
Ooh.
the finish. Gonna
Dude, the
be a
pool of
mad dash.
ballers might get matched up against Caleb's Casa in the playoffs, and that's when Mike
Who am
Evans
I
goes
playing next
off.
week? I get to play the Dogs next week. That's good. Good to get a win, and then Sauce for the last week. So I don't know how it will work out. I feel like if I get to 8,
Might get
if I go 1-1 to end, maybe if I go to 8-6, will I make it in? I don't know. It's gonna be fucking close. That's all
I
I'll
got
say.
the Stiffies next week. Okay.
Oh, that's tough. That's
We
a tough
pulled
one.
off the upset the first time though. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And then we finished the year with Dogs. Okay. So
Okay.
we can,
There you go. So we're both looking at a little 1-1.
we could be
How
looking at a
how will the
1-1 split.
tiebreakers go? Find out on the next episode.
I mean, I do have my secret weapon back off of bye week. I got Chase Brown coming off his bye
There you
week.
go.
I mean that boy.
That'll help.
You got Kyron Williams, I got Chase Brown. and that man can move.
Yeah,
I'm just
Kyron has
looking.
past 2 weeks. Kyron's underperformed for me for sure. So
I'm trying to look. Oh,
past couple weeks,
it's
honestly.
only written in the stars. Guess what? Guess who Mike Evans is playing next week?
Saints.
A game that he always overperforms. Two
Um,
Tubbies.
Rams.
Nah. Carolina Panthers.
Oh yeah.
So he's
Well,
always good,
anyone can overperform in that one.
but he's always just like
Oh, he's
notorious
dialed in.
for like,
He's
a
dialed
week
in.
14 matchup, 2
Sure.
touchdowns, like 85 yards, and you're just feeling good.
Sure.
I mean, if we're gonna pull off the upset against the Stiffies, we're gonna need
You need
everybody.
everything you get.
Let me tell you this: I'm gonna need more than 4.8 points from my
Yeah.
big dog Jay Jettis.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'd say. Stop
we
throwing it
can.
to Addison.
Yeah, can we please get it to the big dog? Yeah, I just want to say, I did exactly what you're not supposed to do, but it worked out better in my favor.
Sometimes that's how it goes.
You know,
Sometimes life finds a way.
now I will tell you, I will be starting Bucky Irving for the foreseeable future. So, shout out Bucky, way to earn a starting spot, kid. Yeah, I can't wait for the conversations that I'm going to hear on ESPN about how, well, the Panthers might be a decent team because they took the Chiefs to the water, to the deep end. But what if it's just the Chiefs are kind of slipping now?
Could be.
Lose to the Bills, and now
Maybe they
you're
weren't as
like,
good.
oh no, what are we doing? But yeah, shit happens. This
Sure.
list isn't as fucked, so I'll take it. That's kind of the main preface here.
Yeah.
Perfect. I think we went through all of our picks, if I recall, or I might be drunk. It's possible.
I think we're good.
All right, we got some decent stuff in Twitter here.
Let's roll on through.
Oh, we got some funny stuff. I mean, plenty of Jameis Winston content. Let's see. Got a nice little Aaron Rodgers, like, kind of a conspiracy theory, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I think we finished on Would You Rather Andy Reid star in a film?
Yeah.
Or it's not a side anyone wants to see, I believe.
No.
And if you do, you need to get yourself checked. Okay, that's just it's not right. Trying to get this nice episode recorded, but still have enough time to hop on ranked and just get a little active.
There you go. Now
I
you're
was
getting
asked
somewhere.
last night actually from my girlfriend. She was like, when I play, because I got my 2 monitors. I don't know about you. I play on my monitor that's kind of slanted towards me,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to the one straight in front of me.
Okay.
She's like, Why don't you play on the one straight in front of you?" I'm like, "Well, the one I think to my right is like better frame rate. Like it's just kind of firing faster." Then I started thinking today. I'm like, "What if that's a game changer? I just kind of move it over, and now we're just
Yeah, why don't you just switch the monitors?
we're just running the Pope strategy, just face in monitor, just
Are both your monitors on DisplayPort or HDMI?
DisplayPort.
Okay,
Well,
good.
actually, this one's on DisplayPort. I'm trolling. I should be playing on DisplayPort instead
Wait,
of
so you're
my
playing on the one
HDMI.
that's on HDMI?
Yeah.
Yeah, just literally switch the inputs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's all you
we'll
have to
be
do. You don't have to change it. Is it the same monitor? Or the
Yeah,
exact
but
same
I
monitor?
think it would be better to have it straight in front of me instead of to the side.
Yeah, but oh yeah, true. But
'Cause I'm
just
like,
if you don't want to move the actual physical monitor itself, just make the one on the right HDMI, make the one on the left DisplayPort. Chilling.
that's what it's set right now. But I was playing on the one on the right, so I just got to switch the
Oh
games.
yeah,
Like
you
that.
just
I'm
move
trolling,
it to the
but
left.
I'm
No,
still.
you'll be alright.
Let me put it to you this way, though. I'm still getting a little active. Okay, we're still getting crazy. Um, there's a big difference in this game between ARs and subs. Like if you try to chow long range with a sub, and they're on a head glitch, like a really good one,
Mm-hmm.
and they got a Krig, you might as well kiss your ass goodbye
It's
because
over.
you're getting melted.
So it's Creek City, huh? Is that what we're saying?
It's a Krig's world and a sub lives in it. But it's still so much fun to get mixy with a fucking jackal. Like the dopamine you get just by hitting a cheeky little a little flank. Flank, I don't know. I'm getting need to tell the boys. I swear, I tell my friends I'm recording every single Monday. They forget every single time. Got
Oh
some little
shit.
Discord message. Here we go. Come on.
Shit. Are they playing ranked or are they just zombies kids?
Kind of a bit of both, but one of our buddies needs to get like 30 more wins to unlock ranked.
Yeah, he's fucked. We'll never see him.
All right, so let's get this show on the road. I mean, this is. I do believe that if I have the chance to, if I am a girl dad and I have the chance to do this, I will. Like this is just. This looks like too much fun.
What do we have here? Ma'am, that is a picture of you at Chuck E. Cheese. Pink Jeep plate is a road quick. Got a run.
Got a runner.
We got her.
You ain't getting out of there.
No, you're done for.
You're not flee the sea. Oh man. Oh, this is crazy. I mean, shout out Shefty. Okay, this is the epitome of hey, I'm always on call. Okay, I'm always available
Sure.
to do my job, no matter the sacrifice.
Weirdest place you've broken a story is what?
Come on, Shefty.
I can remember being in Denver one time, and I was
There's a lot of yep.
I was how do I say this? I had just spent time with this woman for the first time.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Sure.
And got a text that Dale Carter was being suspended. I think it was for 8 games for substance abuse. And so as I continue to lay there, confirm it, and got the job done.
Back to business.
In every which way.
I'm just staring straight at the camera, buddy. I'm just not. That's it. That's it.
Sure.
The effect that Pat McAfee has had on ESPN needs to be studied.
Yeah.
We got JJ Watt asking about what you should do if you clog a toilet, and he's saying, "Well, you gotta roll your fucking sleeve up, get your hand in there, get dirty." And then we got Shefty saying that he's getting busy, and then afterwards during his recharge, just sending off a
Sure.
text, just getting his job done. Good thanks. This might be. There's some really funny conspiracy theories about Aaron Rodgers, but this one might take the cake.
Aaron Rodgers is dismantling the Jets organization in retaliation against the COVID vaccine. This is all Aaron Rodgers' plan to get back at Big Pharma by destroying Woody Johnson's team from the ground up, sticking to the man and destroying the franchise.
Yeah, I like Woody Johnson. He did that the one shot thing. Aaron Rodgers gets traded to them, tanks their value.
Aaron Rodgers is dismantling the Jets organization.
That would be something. That would be insane.
It would make sense if he didn't get one of his better friends traded to the Raiders.
Yeah. Just chalking him too while you're at it.
Yeah. I mean, is he still on a 2-year deal or a 1-year deal?
Monte? I don't know what he's on actually.
They might just cut him. They might just be like, if you don't want to be here, we don't want you to be here. This is pretty interesting. Power ranking NFL animal teams who would win in a fight. Yeah, it's pretty hard for, a grizzly bear to be topped.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really think the Dolphins standing much of a chance. Wild horse, probably getting chowed.
Yeah, I think this is Tiger
might have a chance. Lion might be the dog, though.
I think Tiger beats Lion. It's just bigger. The only thing about grizzly bear is I feel like Tiger might have a little more athleticism.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping, biting them on the net,
Yeah.
Grizzly bear's tough, so I'm not sure. Jaguar, Panther, horse, yeah.
But if they're in an area that they gotta battle, like he can't take it.
But how's the dolphin losing per se?
Yeah, is it dolphin on land or is it like
if it's dolphin on land and it's at the bottom?
Yeah, he's got to go into
but
his.
If all of these people go into the water, I'm liking Dolphin's chance against all of them. So.
Yeah. And then if
I take Osprey over Falcon, that thing's big. Osprey's big, I think.
Osprey are big. I would definitely take an eagle over an Osprey.
I'd take an eagle because you could get a big ass eagle, but I think I'd take an Osprey over a Falcon. Falcons are just fast as shit.
I think they're the ones that can attack things too, coming at like 150 miles an hour. But I see what you're saying.
Put them in the octagon. You know,
Now things get interesting. I think the
Yeah.
Raven might
You close the
be
distance
worse
a little
than the
bit.
Cardinal. Yeah, so if we're in if we're in the cage, you know,
Yeah.
and we're in the closed circle, I
Sure.
mean, are we?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the
Makes you
grizzly
think.
bear might come out supreme. You know, I think the young horse is just getting smoked by the wild horse for sure.
I think the young horse loses to the eagle.
Yeah,
I think the eagle kills a young horse.
I think the ram could take out the eagle
Okay.
if he can get the horns down. You know, get his face down into it. But I think the panther just comes back and just fucking slices his throat and he's done.
Yeah.
Then the jaguar owns the panther. Yep. And then afterwards they send lion in, lion throat slash. Then Bengal tiger pins down throat slash, and then grizzly bear. I mean, if we're in the closed circle, there's not a lot of space you can move, and it's
Yeah.
you know, it's like sending the fridge up the middle. He's gonna get what he needs there.
Sure.
Assuming, oh, okay, this makes sense. Assuming all fights occur on land, I didn't
yes,
see
yes.
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. All right. Well, that makes sense. Dolphins at the bottom. Well, I
Maybe
think
a
dolphin.
cardinal.
Yeah. Right. Gets a little head of steam
Cardinal.
on him. Put him in a cage.
Yeah.
Like one swipe at the tail.
Yeah,
That thing
smoke
hits
him.
the cardinal. It's probably dead.
Probably take out the raven too, if I'm thinking right.
If he hits him
Osprey's
good,
where
hits him
things
clean.
get tough spot. Osprey starts getting out there. Big
Yeah.
wingspan. Maybe, honestly, maybe the dolphin, like you're saying, if the tail hits, could kill all the birds.
Yeah, in theory.
Young horse could take out the dolphin.
Ram could take out wild horse. If he gets
Could.
one boot on him, dude, and knocks him
Ah.
over, there's a chance.
People don't realize how strong that cranium is too. Like he's
what I'm
built for
saying.
smacking shit.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Honestly, if he got a good enough run on a panther, he could knock that shit down.
Sure.
Then it's a stomping game, and you're just letting that thing loose. Jaguar is where I think the prowess ends.
Yeah.
But hey, the Bears win something.
Yeah, it makes you think.
Yeah, this was insane. This whole saga went crazy. But Daniel Jones was QB4 behind Drew Lock and Tim Boyle.
Now he's released.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Hope it was worth it. Now you don't have
Boy.
Saquon.
You don't have Saquon. You don't got Daniel Jones. You don't got
Yeah.
any of your good players, really.
So that didn't work.
Nope, you're probably going to release Neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neighbors hates his life.
Oh, this is... I don't know if I'm happy with what I stumbled upon, but it is something that I stumbled upon.
He's just a little D.D. McConkey, catching every pass, please give him all the money. Defense don't know where to go, can't do it alone, they've tried, and they don't know why.
This is why I will forever make fun of Chargers fans. Okay? This is for forever. Like,
yeah.
And I don't care if there are any Rams fans that have some song like this, keep it to your fucking self, okay?
Yeah, don't need to hear it.
The rest of the fan base is represented by your shit. Okay, this guy's singing Barney tunes about Ladidi McConkey. Okay. I'm not listening to any more of it. I refuse.
Yeah, get it out.
Tyler, I'm sure you worked really hard on it, and I'm happy with the lyrics. Don't ever put that
Don't do
on
some
my
shit like that again.
timeline again. Okay? I hope James Draws gets this guy.
Yeah.
That would be so... Oh, what if he keeps this in his back pocket for when the Chargers get got, and he's just like...
He probably does have it dialed up.
I'll have to. Well, he was... I still... I can't stop laughing when he was trying to make fun of Kamala Harris, and he had to look at his computer to see
He
what
had
her
no
last
idea.
name was.
He had no clue. Didn't have a clue in the world.
I don't know what the hell's going on with this. It's quite entertaining to watch, though. You've probably seen this thing. I think this was a challenge a while ago. But, guys and girls have different center of gravity. The whole thing like that.
Say I'm a cheat. They thought I was taking. I'm ready to mingle.
Like that. Put one hand behind you. You have one behind you and stay there.
Ow, that hurt.
But I'm also seeing it looks like the girls are also like putting their weight on the back of their heels too.
They
The
are.
guys aren't.
No.
Yeah. So it's
Guys
like,
are some stooges. They don't know what's going on.
yeah. Because I do know that men and women do have a different center of gravity,
Definitely.
but not that far. I'm fucking looking like I'm boozed up.
Yeah. Looking like an idiot.
It is entertaining hearing the smacks though. Like they have like an area where they just kind of keep running through, and it's just okay.
Easy.
Just rip them.
But I think they are wrong.
Might be the best one.
Well,
He fell before he even got his hand out.
No way. Now go like this, and then remove your arms.
I mean, just not athletic, you know. Definitely not.
I mean, guys are definitely just more top heavy.
For sure. So.
Oh! Ow! What the heck? How'd you?
Bow elbow.
Hand.
Hand.
Like that?
And hook.
Oh!
Why are guys committing to this so like you don't have to give it everything.
You don't have to eat shit. It's not a requirement.
I don't know if I respect the effort. I think it's dumber, but damn it.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out, boys. Oh yeah. T.O. had some harsh criticisms of Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, got shot.
That Deebo seems like he's more focused on his pregame attire than he is the actual game. If he can shift that focus, maybe he can energize and create some more production from an offensive standpoint. I say that kind of tongue-in-cheek, though. Let's see what his production was this last week real quick. Let's just see what he did. You know, when his quarterback needs him most, you know, they
Not
got a
much.
backup in.
Not much of anything.
Man, no shocker there. You can't run the route tree, so I wasn't expecting much. I was just expecting for how much are they paying this guy?
22?
$24 million.
Yeah. There you go.
And you gave me
1 catch for 21 yards.
and you didn't even run the ball either. So
Nope.
wow. Yep.
Whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, I think maybe the Niners. I mean, I like them to keep doing stupid stuff, so keep paying Deebo. But if I was trying to be smart, I would pay Jawan Jennings and let this guy just go
Be
away.
done.
Yeah. I don't know if you see. I hate this fucking meme with all my heart.
You're not a chill guy?
I hate it. I don't even know where it came from. It just randomly appeared. It spawned
That's
out
the
of
beauty
nowhere.
of a meme. It just appears.
But this one's kind of all time. Like I prefer this
Yeah,
one for sure.
Kevin
Like,
James is good.
Kevin just kind of what do you get though? Yeah, I don't know where it came from. I don't know if it's from some Arthur or some shit. I don't. Now this I do respect. If you walk up to the party, you get in the middle of the dance circle and you hit the cleanest jellyfish jam ever recorded. Yeah.
Not bad.
I mean,
Not bad at all. This guy's dialed in. That's all you need. It's a party stopper right there.
Literally. Now, is he probably a heroin addict because how skinny he is? Possibly. But, you know, he spent a lot of time honing in that craft.
Sure.
It's impressive. I'm not sure what's going on here, but if I see a video that looks like someone getting hit with cake, you know, I'm here.
Somebody's birthday today. Who's gonna get a cake?
Nice cake. What do we don't have to. Oh, we do.
And he's gone.
I mean, first of all, he didn't even hit him with the cake. Second of all, we wasted cake. I mean, geez, man. Did I just? Why is fentanyl the number one? Oh, okay, number one trending in America. I mean, it is coming across the border in droves, according to Donald J. Trump. This is insane. Let's see if they're gonna give me a gotcha moment. Nope. A Call of Duty player called out an internet company for lag during his game and challenged the owner of the company to an IRL 1v1. The billionaire owner of the internet company actually showed up to fight and was waiting outside a supermarket.
Guys, it looks like a freak. Is this Gru?
Just so you know, Mom, I'm going to be doing something very big. When you see it, you're going to be very proud.
This is insane. This has got to be
might
in
be
like a
real life
different.
Gru.
This is what, in France or something?
Probably.
Looks
Does
like it.
Ladil sound French
It
to you?
looks somewhat French,
Sanity?
Belgian, something like that.
Sanity. I mean, I don't know. Mike Elko, yeah, this is how I knew these fuckers were gonna lose this shit. I just knew off this.
There's already so much talk about November 30th. It was announced as a night game today. How do you deal with that with your guys and saying, hey, we still have something ahead of us at Auburn, or is that even a big issue with your team?
I don't think it's an issue. I think when you're in the situation we're in, it's easy to focus on the task at hand. I think, those big games earlier in the year, maybe you look ahead. If we didn't have at stake what's at stake, maybe you would worry about it. I think our focus is single-handedly on on Auburn right now and lock.
That's why you lost. That's why you lost.
Even you couldn't even dial it in, huh?
Couldn't lie.
Fatso.
Yeah, why are we out of
that
breath?
was uncalled for.
No. Well, no. This is someone get this man.
wasn't right.
Give him a second. Listen to how he starts here. The mouth breathing is insane.
There's already so much talk about November 30th. It was announced as a night game today. How do you?
Yeah, fat stooge. I know. I've seen it before.
Just relax for a second.
I've seen this story.
He's gonna. Somebody give him a second. Give him
Somebody help this guy out.
Let him relax. So these are some interesting banned words. So I guess the state of Ohio's banned.
Sure.
The brain rot. I got I think like a 0 on it.
Yeah.
Cardiac arrest meme. I'm not sure where that one comes from.
Not sure about that one either.
All combos of Tua and Hawk. So
that's fair.
Tua Tagovailoa and AJ Hawk are not allowed in this classroom.
Yep.
So that's good to know. Pumpkin is not allowed. Low taper fade. Diddy is not allowed in there too. I mean, that's probably it is a school class.
Sure.
We don't want Diddy in the classroom. Fiend is not allowed. Okay. I don't know what a -1 live school point is. I don't know what that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What the fuck is a Darius noise?
Not sure. I'm out on that one.
I don't know what the
pumpkin animal noises.
Animal noises. I mean,
Buzz. Yeah, that's a classic one right now. Low taper fade. Sure.
Broke boy. All right. Yeah, yeah. All right. Yep. That might be a -2 actually, because you set that one up to then send the whole, send the play action to throw it deep. Chat. Yep. That's fair. I mean, the fact that you actually got a text from your athlete saying, "Am I cooked?" Chat, and you're like, "Are you asking me or are you?" I don't know. It's just a conversation. Uno me. Uno y uno. Like, what are we? What are we talking about here? I do like Ruth's typo count. We have 500,000 over 100. I don't know if these are betting odds or what. And then we have Ruth smells as well. So I don't know where this falls under the -1 points here. There
you go.
Does that say Ruth's yearly cry count?
Yes.
What the hell's going on in this classroom? Somebody tell me what's going on in that class, please. I don't remember what this is, but here we are.
More than some pretty face.
Probably turn off music. Oh yeah. Just an absolute fucking unit in Cleveland.
That guy's a freak.
Oh yeah. He said, and I quote, "I wanna win.
I wanna win."
That guy, it's probably that cold for him. I respect it. He's built for that weather. This is really interesting. So someone threw out, old reliable the pan here, been through a lot of battles. He said, seasoned vet that brings leadership to the oven on Thanksgiving, or put him on waivers to make space for new Pan. And now we got an interesting idea here. So I'd say locker room leader with reduced minutes while you nurture new talent. However, it is a week from one of the biggest games of the year. Do you really want to make a major lineup change this late?
It's valid.
I mean, I think I'm riding with the hot hand, you know?
There's some flavor still left in there.
Yeah, I think we got some good years here. Like, I think we still got some good
We got some
performances available.
Sure.
But, it's a good, sometimes you got to look at your kitchen appliances and see what you got to evaluate.
Yep.
Pots and pans included. Yeah, I mean, we knew it was coming. The moment I heard this.
You don't become a Brown until you beat the Steelers. What will it take tonight?
The horse is prepared for battle, but victory comes from the Lord. So I'm dependent on the Lord.
I heard that. My buddy was trying to make a parlay, and he's like, who do I go with? And I'm
Not
like,
a chance in the world.
Kind of feeling like maybe it's Pittsburgh Steelers, and then I heard that. I said, I'm not betting on this one because I think Jameis got something cooking.
Got something left.
Jameis might be the most insane quarterback of all time, and I'm here for it. Yeah, the horse is, not the horses.
Yep.
The horse is prepared for battle, but victory comes from the Lord.
There you go.
That's a bar.
Amen, brother.
Amen, brother. Oh, and then we got some more James. I told you we had plenty of James content.
Yeah.
Man, it really was amazing. Like, I was just praying on the sideline because that fourth quarter, it really was like it was a whole paradigm shift. Like, we were playing so well offensively, and then bang, bang, back-to-back drives with turnovers. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, this is really an NFL's film moment. The snow starts pouring down. It starts getting like I felt like my feet started getting heavy because I'm squishing through the snow. And man, it was so good, and it was so great to end up getting that win.
Thank you, James.
Thank you, James.
Love you, James.
Always got something to say.
It does. This is. I don't know if you heard this one. I don't know if you were locked in on the game before your flight.
I was not.
Just listen to James right now.
It's all about the clock. Correct. It's going to call timeout, kick his field goal, but it's all.
Someone jump off sides. Damn.
They weren't going for it. I don't think that's going to get them.
I don't think so. Oh, and then I don't think you were keyed into this saga. But the video we showed last time of Will Compton saying he's a machine and showing, what he's put down.
Yeah.
I don't know if we watched the video before where a lady responds back and it's just being, just a typical, just
the worst.
Just, well, women do this every day, so what are we doing? It's like, all right, look, he's being a funny guy, but you know what? That's fine. So we're going to let Will Compton get his, okay?
This girl, Paige, made a video to all the TikTok and Instagram moms of the world using a clip from Bussin' with the Boys that's going viral where I'm patting myself on the ass for all the dinners that I've been making, for all the diapers that I've been changing, for all the numbers that I've been pushing for my family since baby number 2 came. I should have made this video last night, but your boy was a little exhausted from the day. I was a little exhausted. I needed to heat up a meal that from the dinner that my wife made earlier that night because I was trying to watch some Thursday Night Football. But she's using this example to push her cause of the inequities that go on in parenthood between husbands and wives and who carries the load and who does this and who does that, failing to realize that I'm going through my own postpartum from the morning too I took the other day. But she reached her hand into the wrong jungle, and now we got to take her inequitable ass on a walk. You guys watch this clip and tell me.
Listen, I've realized this about myself. I'm a machine.
Men.
So the moment before I even play this clip, by the look of her what's coming down the pipeline.
Yeah, here it comes.
Just a whole load of bullshit. Like just just kind of sit yourself back a bit. If you got a drink, just kind of.
Love to take so much credit for doing the least amount of work. It's so interesting that this man is calling himself a machine when he's changed a few diapers and heated up a few meals, which is so interesting to me because he just told us his partner went through a C-section.
All right, let's realize I love how people forget that I played on a fully torn labrum, played on it, had to get full reconstructive surgery, was out 4 or 5 months sleeping in a chair in a sling. I love how people forget I had a grade 3 sprain in my toe at Camp Barstow. I still haven't fixed my PCL from 2017. You're damn right, I'm a machine, Paige.
But he's a machine because he's heated up a few lunches and got her a few things when she asked nicely. But let's talk about the numbers because, hey, why not? He listed them, okay?
All right. Let's hear about the things. Hey, let's hear about the things I didn't bring up.
Now, some things he did not bring up.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Double L, I said so. I keep big bills up in my heart on the dirty like blood, so ain't got no twist in my head.
1999.
And I got plenty of bread, so I go to bed full of lies.
Machine at work, man.
It's funny how you wanted
was
to
the
leave
day
those
after I
clips
was
out. You
born.
wanted to leave those highlights out when talking about your boy. Then you want to get on the Instagram story and start playing the victim a little bit, saying that I'm sending people to your DMs, which is the farthest thing from the truth.
The amount of DMs I am getting from men that he has sent to my page are insane. They're very mad that I don't listen to the podcast.
Check us out. We're on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all the platforms. Check us out.
They're waging war. And here's the thing. I'm not triggered. His video, it didn't do anything to me. That video makes me laugh. It makes me very mad.
So it did
Because
trigger.
it's just like, oh my gosh, when we talk about the double standard that exists between men and women, when it comes to parenting, this is what we're talking about.
And I'll end with this. While you're at home
a great
swinging at
plug.
the air, taking this video seriously, I'm sure, and thinking, oh my God, I can't believe he's comparing shoulder surgery to women having babies. Pretty crazy. He played on a torn labrum, though. Just know, take the Stanley Cup out of your ass when you're telling your women's group or your husband about this entire situation, because next week, we got a Black Friday sale dropping. We got new boy mom merch, new girl dad merch,
Yeah.
a lot of new stuff in the store. It seems like your parent would love to send you some on the
That's
house.
good shit.
It's been fun
Very
making
nice.
content. Thank you guys for enjoying this TED Talk.
Thank you, Will.
I'd like to hear if she's playing on a torn labrum. You know,
She's
if we're
probably
gonna
not.
compare numbers, you know,
Did you
like,
give birth on a torn labrum?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Got a grade 3 PCL sprain on your toe? I don't know.
Millions of
think
women
so.
give birth.
How many people play on a torn labrum?
That's all I'll say.
I only know a couple.
That's
Yeah.
all I'll say. He's one of them.
I think it is insane though that like he's just making a funny video. And just,
It's like, dang. And that video didn't trigger me at all. Made me very upset though.
Maybe-
Like what? Like okay, then it did trigger you. You just like contradicted yourself in the span of 5 seconds. Okay, sounds good.
yeah, I'd like to also think that that bleep that he threw in there, I think that was an authentic gas. Like I think that was authentic heat. Like that one
He let that one rip.
I would venture to say that he must sanitize his phone every single day, because if he's
Sure.
beefing into his microphone and he puts that thing up to his ear, he's getting pink eye. You know, putting that thing near anything. Like, how are we?
Yeah.
God bless Will Compton, man. Keep fighting, brother. He is a machine. Okay, I mean, you know, lady, you play on a torn labrum, then we'll talk. Okay. You meet Saquon Barkley in the hole.
Yeah, good
And
luck.
We'll see who meets him in the alley. You go through the A gap. We'll see what you're made of. Like you said, if we're gonna go by the numbers, a lot of women get birth.
There you go. And continue to.
Yeah, only select few have played on a torn labrum, but played in the NFL too. So
Sure.
again, if we're just going numbers, sometimes the numbers don't make you feel good. It's okay. And when he's talking about being emotional in the morning too, sometimes it takes a lot out of you.
Oh yeah.
You know, sometimes you need a second to recoup and say, Jesus, I need to call a timeout. Okay, because we figure out what's going on here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Will. In additional news to the Aaron Rodgers saga, Aaron Rodgers wants to play in 2025, but not for the Jets.
Well, okay. Good luck finding a team, buddy. Maybe play for the Giants.
They did say that the Vikings have a chance to do the funniest thing.
Yeah. That would
Have
be
him
interesting.
complete the Brett Favre saga.
Yeah.
Carolina will give him a shout.
Maybe. He's been pretty shit this year, though. It's not like he's like
No.
people are lining up. Like the Jets got him because they thought, okay, he's still got a couple years left, and now he proved that he's not really that good anymore. Not as good, at least.
Yeah.
So I don't know who's
I'm
gonna
right
want
back
him really.
When there's a chance the Rams were going to get him, I'm glad we got Stafford. Stafford, I just need to stop seeing him get hit. Can we just run max protection? I can live with Puka and Cup just carving people up, and we'll be all right. I just can't see my quarterback getting his head taken off.
Yeah.
I don't know what license you need to own and operate this. The poo is through. It is a redneck plunger.
Okay.
I'm sure with the speaker here, it's got some sort of tune for you. Now, my question is, since this is pump action, are we pumping every single time? We got to get some motion going, so it rock that thing every single time.
Probably. Which means your
Like a
hands are
tire.
pretty close.
You're in the
to
splash
danger.
zone.
You're in the splash zone for sure.
You're Top Gun cadet at that point. Yep, the Army's got the right thing here. It's always support the troops until it's time to support the troops. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but you got to give us something. Got to give us anything. Have we gotten a big win yet?
I think the tough part was Pat McAfee not picking Army because
Yeah.
he was very stark the whole week. Hey, I'm gonna ride with the boys, and then he got there and he said,
Not a chance in the world.
"Yeah, I'm gonna pick ND. I'm gonna keep moving here."
Yeah.
This just shows that I'm in the wrong line of work. A banana duct tape to a wall just sold for $6.2 million in New York.
Nice.
We're looking at an ordinary banana and an ordinary piece of duct tape. If this doesn't show to you that art is a crock of shit, I don't know what will. This is $6.2 million.
Here it is in all its splendor. We're going to begin at $800,000, at $800,000, $850,000 now, 850, 900,000. Thank you, sir. 1,100,000 is your bid, sir. 1,200,000, 1,300,000, 1,400,000, 1,500,000.
I'm gonna go get some colored duct tape and I'm gonna just start taping fruit to my wall.
This is crazy.
Start the bidding at 50,000.
This is crazy.
This has to be money laundering, right? Like
in some way.
We're spending 1.5 million or 6.5 million on a. How do you take it home? Do they peel off the duct tape and give you the banana?
Yeah, it's because it's not on a canvas, so.
We are looking at an ordinary banana and an ordinary piece of duct tape. However, what makes the ordinary extraordinary is the intention of the artist who put this together.
Yeah, well, I'm
just gonna keep moving here. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
That just checked me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be checked for life. Travis Hunter is currently a -1,000 favorite to win the Heisman over Ashton Genty. I'm telling you, man, it shouldn't even be close. I don't care what marketing they want to do for Travis Hunter, and I'm sure what he's doing is nice and dandy. When you have a running back that's putting up numbers that are better than Reggie Bush, Mark Ingram, and I think they also said there was up with Barry Sanders.
Yeah, pretty good.
The guys are in the Heisman. Okay, he's first in rushing attempts, first in rushing yards, third in yards per attempt, first in everything else except for Boise State's total offense. He's fourth. Excuse me. Like receiving yards per game, this guy's not even in the top 100. Or receiving yards per reception, not receiving yards per game. How does that work?
Yeah, it's tough, but I feel like we have this argument all the time of like, basically like, okay, so he's one of the best players in the country, obviously, Travis Hunter. Like,
sure,
he could play on any team.
Right.
Versus who should be the Heisman? Should the Heisman be the best player? It's like the LeBron argument. Like, LeBron could get the MVP all the time, but it's like, did he have the best season? No. Is he the most is Travis Hunter the most valuable player? Probably.
Yeah,
I mean,
he can
plays
play two
offense
ways,
and
yeah.
defense. So, like, in theory, yes. But the Heisman isn't the most valuable. It's the best player. But is he also the best player? Maybe. Who fucking knows? If Genty was on a better O-line and a better team, would he be going crazier? Maybe. Would he be playing better defenses also? Maybe. I don't fucking know. No one knows anymore. It's been wishy-washy forever.
I feel like it's got to be.
I'm just
like
at least glad that it's at least between a running back
and a receiver.
And a receiver / DB. Like, it's not just a
not
QB
quarterback
that's going to
run away
get
with
it
it.
because their team is 12-0 and everyone's happy. So at least,
we
something
do
else
that.
is happening this year.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope Genty wins it. I mean, I won't be mad if Travis wins it. It's just like I'm seeing generational numbers. This might be the craziest escape. Oh, 2 seconds videos is actions or stunts. You know what, man?
Oh, no, they got you.
No, I'm not doing it. You know what? You're going to see it here. This would be the most insane getaway of all time. You just popped a smoke basically and just got mixy, and I'm out. Say I. Yeah. All right. Here's something you'll never forget. We'll never be able to unsee it too. Nick Sirianni kind of looks like General Grievous.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
General Grievous. Sirianni. The old general.
Yeah, looking pretty good to me.
I mean, it explains his method and why he shit talks so much. I wouldn't be mad being compared
Yeah.
to General Grievous.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Dog. You know? Yeah, I don't know if you saw the amount of like I don't even
Dude,
know
I
what
saw
this
this one
position is
live at the game.
called. Yeah, you did see that one with
Saquon
Saquon.
just lit, dude. Everyone was like, "Oh, that guy got lit up," and I'm like, "Why do these guys not move out of the way? Like, at
Bro,
least
the love of the
try."
game. Love of the game. I got
They
to get my
love it,
shot.
bro. But he's not even. He's just doing the audio.
What is that thing for, though?
It's for audio. It's for on-field audio to
You
like
got
get the sounds. This isn't even a camera. He's doing it
Yeah.
for the love of the audio.
Yeah, for the love of the audio.
It's like,
For the love of the
dude,
sound. For the love of the deaf people. Or no, blind
crazy
people.
though. My boy
Deaf
got
people
lit
in
up.
there. Did you see the chain gang member?
Yeah, because they always have 80-year-old men working the chain gang. Get these old farts out of this league, man. They're gonna die out there one of these days.
Minnesota had to bring in a backup chain guy to put the old guy in the medical tent to check out his knee.
Yeah,
'Cause
because
it
he
just
probably
gave
blew out.
out.
Yeah, he just tore his ACL just running. Get the old guys out of here.
We need some young bucks in there. And I hope it's not true, but it could be true. Pete Carroll's expected to be a candidate for the Jets head coach.
Yeah, I hope not. Just keep teaching that class, Pete.
Yeah, Uncle Pete, we don't need you doing
Keep
that.
teaching that class, buddy.
We don't need you going rogue, Uncle Pete.
No, 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 no.
Oh boy. So we've learned. I mean, we kind of already knew it, but like, yeah, Will Compton is a unit, an absolute machine.
Yep.
Didn't realize he was running in touchdowns literally the day after I was born, or before I was
Facts.
born, essentially. Mike Elko, need to get that guy some extra, like a inhaler or something. I
Sure.
mean, my God. Learned that the Bears, if they're fighting, in the octagon, probably are going to beat every other mascot. It's fair.
Yep.
What else do we got? It's time to just get Mixie on rank. Let's just,
Do it.
just get
Do it.
wild there.
All right, people.
All right. We will
Catch you
see
on the
on
flip
next one.
side.
Peace.
See you.